Iran's nationwide uprising marked its 146th day on Wednesday, with protesters voicing their hatred towards the mullahs regime by torching its symbols in a growing number of cities across the country, including the capital, Tehran. On Wednesday morning, farmers from Isfahan, who have marched to the capital, arrived in Tehran and began a protest to raise their demands and voice their outrage to policies which have led to the drying of Zayandehrud River, destroying their farmland and crops, and cutting all sources of revenue. In the capital, Tehran, on Wednesday, investors of the Cryptoland online exchange held a protest outside a regime judiciary building, demanding the IRGC to return their stolen funds. Also in Tehran, courageous protesters tore down regime propaganda flags and banners chanting "Death to Khamenei." In Mashhad and Kermanshah, courageous youth torched the regime's propaganda banners. Last night, residents of different districts throughout Tehran, including the Marzdaran district, and residents of Shiraz, voiced their opposition to the regime with nightly chants of "Death to the dictator," "So many years of crimes," "Death to the mullahs regime," "Death to the IRGC," and "This year is the year of Sayyid Ali Khamenei's overthrow" from the rooftops. In an important development today, at a press conference on Capitol Hill, several members of the 118th U.S. House of Representatives introduced House Resolution 100, which expresses support for the Iranian people's desire to establish a democratic, secular, and non-nuclear republic in Iran.
House Resolution 100 catalogs the long list of outrages, crimes, and injustices inflicted by Iran's dictatorship upon the Iranian people at home, and as well as their nuclear and terrorist threats to the peaceful global community abroad. The path toward a free, secular, democratic, and non-nuclear Iran is laid out in Miriam Rajavi's 10-point plan, which will ensure that the freedom of expression, the freedom of assembly, and the freedom for every Iranian to choose their elected leaders becomes the foundation upon which this new Iran is built.
In an online address to the conference, Mrs. Maryam Rajavi, president-elect of the NCRI, stated, "Today, after more than 40 years of repression and resistance, the Iranian nation is ready once more to overthrow another form of dictatorship. They want to put an end to a century of dictatorship, establishing a democratic, pluralistic, and secular republic."